Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Birth Bestie Radio.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Birth Bestie Radio. We're your hosts, Crystal and Michaela, aka the Birth Besties. We're two passionate educators with 7 kids between us.
During this podcast, we are going to take a fun, lighthearted approach to look at the real truths about pregnancy, birth, and motherhood. In other words, from bump to teen and everything in between. When was the last time you had some time to yourself? Probably never since you brought those little blessings home. We're Michaela and Crystal, aka the Birth Besties, and founders of Honest Mom Talk and Honest Birth Talk. We've created this signature bestie weekend getaway with you in mind. At this awesome event, we will be ditching the mom labels, exploring deep self-care, and letting loose. So dig out your heels, ladies. Remember, what happens at Mom's Night stays at Mom's Night. Vegas, baby. All right, so on to the good stuff. When you leave this weekend getaway, you will have a renewed sense of self. You're gonna feel rested and relaxed and rejuvenated. And best of all, you'll have a new tribe of besties. So, if you wanna know more about our event, go to www.honestbirthtalk.com. Or if you don't want to wait for the event and you want to jump right in, visit us on Facebook at Honest Mom Talk. That's right, we've already got this tribe of besties going, so join us today. We can't wait to see you in October at our event.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Birth Bestie podcast. We're your hosts, Crystal and Michaela, aka the Birth Besties. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the real truths about the first trimester, those discomforts and what to do about them.
That's right. Pregnancy and everything to do with it can be so beautiful. But let's face it, there's also some downsides. Every now and again, or maybe for some unfortunate people, you might be sick the entire time. Or maybe you just have a bloated tummy and you're gassy, or your boobs hurt, or gosh, the list could go on. We're not here to just talk about everything bad and terrible, but it is the truth. So, funny story. Do you want to hear it, Crystal? I was an elementary school teacher, and thankfully, I was pregnant in the first trimester during summer because I'm really not sure how I would have made it through if I had to work every day, especially around all those tiny little kids with germ-infested hands, because I probably wouldn't have been able to stand up straight. But I decided that I was going to wake up one morning and I was going to be so proactive and make dinner for my husband before he got home from work. But again, this was at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I got out the crock pot, I found a recipe, and I started dumping stuff up into the crock pot. And as soon as I put that lid on, I felt so good about myself. I'm like, heck yeah, I made dinner and it's only 10 a.m. But then I proceeded to find my position on the couch and watch the baby story. Well, the moral of this story is, if you are in your first trimester, the crock pot may not be the best use of your time. Why? Because as soon as my husband walked in that door, I basically threw the crock pot at him and said, "Here's your dinner. I can't eat it. It smells disgusting." He just gave me this puzzled look like, what happened? I said, "I've been smelling it all day. It's making me sick to my stomach. I just can't eat it. But I don't want it to go to waste because I felt so accomplished and you need to eat it. So I'm going to go take a walk." So I walked out the door, slammed it, and proceeded to get some fresh air and clean my nasal passages of the crock-pot chicken. Well, I walked back and he was like, I feel really bad. You need to eat something. What can I do for you? No, nothing. I'm fine. I'm not even hungry. But thanks. Mind you, I sounded pretty mean, and I really am not a mean person, but my hormones were definitely getting the best of me. So I pouted for a little while and dilly-daddled, doing something else. And he said, okay, well, if you don't need anything from me, I'm going to go back and study for my very important check ride that I have tomorrow morning. Okay, dear, no worries, as I said with a smile on my face. Well, about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, Mama decided she wanted an avocado. Yes, an avocado. I have no idea why, but I was not going to be able to sleep unless I got an avocado. We lived in a pretty small town, and the only place nearby was Walmart. And my husband was very adamant that I was not going to go to Walmart at the middle of the night by myself. So he put a smile on his face and said, no problem, dear. I'll go get you an avocado at Walmart at midnight. And I just gave him this look of, oh, I love you so much. Thank you. I haven't lived that story down, and my oldest is almost 14. So again, moral of the story, you may not want to use a crock pot if you're dealing with morning, afternoon, or all-day sickness.
Yeah, maybe they just want to try an Instant Pot so it doesn't smell all day. Throw the crock pot away, just get out an Instant Pot.
There you go.
My story for pregnancy, first trimester discomforts, is more a word of advice or a word of caution. And that is some people nest towards the ends of their pregnancy, and some people start thinking about nesting and moving everything in the house in the beginning. And I'm one of those people that wants to move everything in the beginning. So the minute we know there's a new baby coming, everything needs to change. Well, my husband was going to work, and I said, I really want to move this and that and get things ready. And he's kind of like, well, we have about 10 months. Really, we've got a while. There's no need to move everything right now. Okay, honey. Well, he left, and I decided to drag a giant IKEA desk. Like, we're talking almost conference style desk that you can't even hardly fit up the stairs. I decided to pull it up the stairs all the way and then stand it up and then turn the stairs and then keep going up while I'm pregnant. Probably not the best idea, because I was super happy and I felt accomplished and loved the way my new setup looked. But the next day I couldn't get out of bed. And we're not talking like, oh, my back kind of hurts. No, like literally couldn't move my leg. I had sciatica so bad, I couldn't get in the shower. I had to call the chiropractor and go see them. And of course, they're like, what did you do? And I said, oh, I just kind of, drug some furniture up the stairs by myself, pregnant. So he was pretty frustrated with me because we couldn't do anything. I was really not helpful with the twins anymore. And I couldn't get off the bed or the couch or in the shower without tears. So moral of the story is lots of deep blue rub, some chiropractic care, and no more moving furniture. So don't do that while you're pregnant. It's even if you feel good and you think you can accomplish it, and I know you're strong, just don't do it.
Absolutely. The problem is, as ladies, if you're anything like Crystal and I, we feel like we can do anything and we don't need help. But the reality is we're growing a baby. That's not an easy task. I even remember when I was pregnant with our third, and I would be busy all morning cleaning and doing laundry and getting stuff ready around the house. And my little ones would come home from school, from preschool and first grade. And I would be so exhausted. 2 o'clock every day. I still feel this way, and I'm not even pregnant. 2 o'clock every day, I would hit a wall where I just needed to lay down and go to sleep. And I remember the kids always saying, Mommy, why are you always so tired? And I would say, because I'm growing a human life inside of me. You may not think that you're doing anything. Even if I had let the laundry go and the dishes and the housework, you're still growing a baby. Yeah, crazy. So, ladies, in all seriousness, what are some things that you can do to ease the first trimester woes?
There's lots of woes and rows with the first trimester. Some of them are you feel awful and you may throw up a lot. You're achy. You may not have that beautiful glow. Getting out of the bed and brushing your teeth may be a chore. I just know that I know I'm pregnant. The first sign is I gag when I brush my teeth. Okay, maybe TMI, but that might be you too. So what are some ways to ease some of those? Well, we recommend small meals. Listen, we know you're hungry, but if you eat a lot at once, it makes you feel awful later, not to mention the heartburn. And if just getting out of bed in the morning is hard because you've been laying down all night, having some crackers beside your bed, whatever crackers you enjoy, saltines, Ritz. I'm a Ritz girl. I think Michaela's a Ritz girl. Have those beside your bed so that when you wake up, there's something to eat. Just eat a few of them and rest in bed for a moment before you get up and get moving. That can help with the nausea.
Also, walking or being on all fours before bed. So if you're one of those that it's not just morning sickness, but all day sickness or night sickness that you feel the worst, walking sitting or getting on all fours and tilting your pelvis before bed can help your body digest the food that you've eaten at dinner. So that way, hopefully, you can get to sleep fast enough and not have to worry about the acid reflux or the digestion discomforts.
All right. Another tip is ginger and peppermint. Those are both things that ease nausea and they help make you feel a little better. I know when I was pregnant with the twins, I would smell a bottle of peppermint oil. We both love doTERRA. Just make sure you're using high quality oils. There's a lot of, Walmart brand out there. We don't recommend that. But if you can just even take the top off and put a little bit on a Q-tip or on a cotton ball, something to kind of smell, it helps. They also have ginger chews or that can help you as well. I'm not a huge ginger fan, so peppermint works better for me, but both of those are great.
The next thing that we recommend to kind of alleviate some of those first trimester woes, or really throughout your entire pregnancy, is going to be a high protein diet. So, ladies, when I say high protein, I mean it. We're talking 80 to 100 grams of protein per day. But we guarantee that if you stick to a high protein, well-balanced diet, you're going to set yourself up for a better pregnancy as well as a much better transition to mommy life with that new baby.
Yep. Just another point about high protein. I had twins, if you guys didn't know, and my twins were born at 36 weeks, like exactly. And the NICU docs wanted to know how I had such strong, healthy babies. What did I do? I actually got that question a lot. They're so strong to be born at 36 weeks. And I said I ate like 180 grams of protein a day. So you just have to get creative. And sometimes there's a lot of peanut butter involved.
All right, this next tip you might laugh at. It's called rest. You might be thinking, how on earth am I going to get rest? There's too many things to do. I have to get ready for the baby. I have to work. I have to grocery shop. I have to move all the furniture if you're Crystal. I have to wash all those adorable little baby clothes. And you might have other kids at home that just leave no time for rest. But rest is so important. We cannot stress it again. You're growing a baby. So carve out some time, put your feet up, and rest and relax.
Find a Netflix or Amazon show. Listen, ladies, The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Just find it on Amazon, put your feet up and watch. I'm sure Michaela has a recommendation too. This is the time in your life that you can totally take a rest, because let me tell you, on Monday at 4, you were growing an arm. So you did do something. Do not feel bad about sitting and watching some TV.
So, if you want to know more about how to stay healthy and deal with the common pregnancy discomforts, go to www.honestbirthtalk.com and download our free nutrition guide.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode. We'll catch you next time. How would you like to spend 3 days away? Away from your kiddos and away from your lovely spouse? Okay, not even 3 days. How about even just a day? That would be amazing, right? Well, we've planned the perfect event for you. At our Honest Birth Talk and Honest Mom Talk event, the Bestie Weekend Getaway, you get to learn how to ditch the mom labels, explore deep self-care, and let loose, ladies. We want you to find your favorite high heels, because it's going to be a wonderful weekend to let loose. What happens at Mom's Night Out stays at Mom's Night Out. If you want to learn more about our 3-day event in Las Vegas, please go to our website, www.honestbirthtalk.com. Or if you want to hop in with us right now, join our group on Facebook, Honest Mom Talk. We can't wait to see you there.
That's a wrap for this week's episode of Birth Bestie Radio. Thanks for joining us.
And be sure to visit www.honestbirthtalk.com to join the conversation, access the show notes, and discover our fantastic bonus content, such as our free mini course.